This is Matt from Dice Around Table. Thanks for checking out this video. In the description, you'll find the ways to find us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like the content and want to know about what's coming ahead. Today, I got to play Battletech with someone else for a change. I've done it with I try to teach it to my wife. She doesn't have an interest. My kids are like, eh. But if you see my previous thoughts, this is going to be my initial thoughts of actually getting this played with someone else, teaching someone else the rules. And it has been probably a good almost 30 years of eager anticipation, not quite 30, but getting this played with someone else. This was my gateway. I have fond memories finding my brother's version from FASA and all the technical readouts I bought. Even though there was really no one I had to play with, I still really enjoyed the lore, and I bought all these technical readouts: Aerospace, Cityscape, Citytech, Aerotech, and all the different supplements, and back when they were new in the 90s and so forth. Catalyst came out with this a while ago. They did it as an anniversary thing, and I really loved how they didn't really change much in the rules, and I just pick it up and I knew it. So overall, I'm coming to understand that with this version, there are some things they dropped in the initial, like the basic rules. There's some weapons that aren't listed. If you're going to ask me what, I'm going to say the Gauss cannon. The Gauss cannon on like the Victor is not in the rule book to be used as an option. Because I was looking through like the weapons and equipments: large laser, medium laser, small flamer, PPC, AC2, 5, 10, 20 machine gun, LRM 5, 10, 15, 20, SRM 2, 4, 6, the hatchet, and heat sink, but the Gauss cannon's not listed. And I did like the Gauss cannon a lot. They do have some comments about the different weapons. So I realized that after playing with someone, I'm like, eh. But I still love it. I told my friend when I taught him the game, I'm like, okay, it's going to have strategy, it's going to be crunchy, and it's going to be random. And I realized, you'll see my thoughts on Frostgrave 2nd Edition. 2nd Edition, Frostgrave uses a D20. This is using 2D6. And I realized the difference in the randomness. And I think this is going to be a separate video, but the randomness in Battletech is the hit location. You can look at it and you know what your odds are of hitting something, but you're not sure where. So in the game I played with my friend, he got some good hit locations. So he really concentrated, got a lot of hits on my one leg, and was getting a lot of hits on my center torso. And so I was getting to a point where my mech's going to get pretty bad shot up. On the other hand, my attacks were getting both legs, both arms, all the torso, so my damage is getting spread out everywhere, and it was just by the dice roll on the chart. So I was like, you know what? I understand. This is not high-tech computers in the lore. The lore is these computers and these machines can be very sensitive to heat. That's why heat's very important. Whereas like Frostgrave, I'm rolling a D20. There's not many ways to mitigate that, and it's what it is. Your roll, my roll, we compare them, and straight up. Frostgrave, I played recently with someone, and their Warhounds went against one of my men-at-arms. I rolled a 2. They rolled a 19. They tore me up. I charged my Warhound into their Warhound. They rolled like a 5. I rolled a 20 with my modifier, makes it 21, and I just slaughtered the dog in a roll. And it was just like boom, boom. And I'm like, that's swingy randomness, which can be fun, but in a game like this, you can't. Something like that. I did get and I got headshot. So like the person I played in Battletech, they were damaged all over. And I was teaching the game, so I was doing some different things and showing them how things worked with the jumping, and I ended up having leg actuator damage, so I jumped and had to do a piloting skill, fell, and that was basically the game. And I'm like, honestly, at this point, the mech's pretty badly shot up. They're going to eject out of the mech. I mean, it's not like they're going to try to go down with the mech. The idea is survive and live for another day. So I eject. Game's yours. I was not in a position to. It was just a matter of time before my mech was utterly destroyed. So I really loved it. They were intrigued with it. They were a big X-wing player, and now they're talking about going. They got out of X-wing when they went to second edition. They felt they liked this. They're like it's crunchy like X-wing. I'm like it is, but you can't predict what I'm going to do with the template. Where this, I got the hexes, I got that freedom of a miniature game to move around in the hexes and get creative on like walking, jumping, running, and that terrain having an influence. And he saw the difference of when we just stand there and shoot, how easy it was to lower the to hit number compared to doing a lot of moving and trying to shoot. So if you saw this in the weeks ahead, I'm going to do what I did with Bolt Action. I'm going to do some deep dive playing on the components of play. Again, am I an expert? No. Do I enjoy the game? Yes. Do I usually teach the rules for the players? Yes. So if I catch something wrong in the weeks ahead, and if I don't remember to put it in there, just put it in the comments. Let me know. And I always check the comments, see if someone's got some interesting thoughts. So Battletech is going to be what I'm going to be talking about next in the next couple weeks.